So over the past few months, I have been dropping teaser trailers and launch trailers of something called Shattered Realm. What the bloody hell is Shattered Realm, Spanj? Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, it's a new multiplayer server that a few of us have been working very hard to set up over the last couple of months. And there's a lot of information that I want to sort of give you guys today, but some of it is still sort of up in the air and subject to change. But there are some bits that are pretty much set, pretty much finished. The first thing is that Shattered Realm is a private server. It's not open to the public. It is password protected. That being said, we are accepting applications from pretty much anyone, providing you are over the age of 18. We put an 18 plus on there because we don't want to be messing around with having to get parental consent or having to deal with filtering out swearing and things like that. And it just makes it a little bit easier. And I'm sorry for everyone that's under the age of 18, but you'll understand when you get over the age of 18, if that makes any sense. Anyway, the other thing is about Shattered Realm is that we've got a website, shatterrealm.engine.com. You can head over there now and you can find out a bunch of information about the server, the rules, the lore behind it. And speaking of lore, that's kind of the reason why we wanted to set up a server, really, because we wanted to run things ourselves. And by we, I mean myself, Static, Loose, Blighted, Jen, and Dragoon, and we'd all sort of played on previous servers before and got to know each other and figured that we could run things better ourselves. What bloody idiots we were. Setting up a server is no easy feat. Certainly setting up one that is customized playfields is certainly not easy. Setting up one with all the automation that EAH, that's the Empyrion admin tool, can bring in is no easy feat. Setting up a server that can host hundreds of potential players is not an easy or cheap thing to do. But anyway, I could go into the details of how to set up a server another time. I don't think that's the purpose of today's video. Now, the purpose of today's video is to show you a little sneak peek of all of our hard work over the last few, well, I say few, after the last several months. And you might look at this and you might go, well, how did that take you several months? Well, it just did. We're not full-time on this. We have other jobs. We have other things that we do and whatnot. So to set expectations, we're new at this. We've never done this before. We are learning, and we will continue to be learning for as long as we run this damn thing. So bear with us. But without further ado, what I'm going to do now is show you Shattered Realm. So for those of you that have seen the trailer, and if you haven't seen the launch trailer, I'll link down below. Do give it a watch because it took us hours to produce. It's a 3-minute trailer, and we were probably in several hours of recording and then several more of editing myself. So do check it out. It's a decent trailer, I think. Down below is a link. But in that trailer, you will see 4 origin factions, and we can see one there. We've got Golan Prime, that's the start location. The actual origin is the Golan Consortium. We've got the Brotherhood of Fire, we've got the Black Star Empire, and we've got the clans of the Emerald Moon, and each of those have a different starter. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to go through briefly each start. So let's start with the Golan Consortium. This is an easy start on Shattered Realm. It's a PvE. I've put a big warning here on the front because it's not recommended for slower PCs, because the start is actually within Galaxian City. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen Galaxian City. It is on the workshop, I believe. I don't know if it's still on the workshop, but it was certainly there when I picked it up. And I haven't actually been able to contact the original creators, but I've given them the appropriate credits in the beginning. So let's start here on Golan Prime, and let's see what this is all about. Okay, so when you start as the Golan Consortium, you start in a room that looks a bit like this. And you'll have to forgive my frames for this particular bit because, well, I'll show you why in a second. We'll go above ground and we'll actually take a look at Galaxian City. You probably recognize it from the first teaser trailer that I dropped down. That was a preview of Galaxian City. So here we go. Galaxian City was created by Poppy, Buck Bolter, and Shiz314, and modified by myself. I reserve all rights and credit to the original creators. If they do turn around and say that they would rather me not use this creation for the server, then obviously I would definitely take it off the server. But hopefully they're okay with it. Like I said, I've been unable to contact them. But this city is utterly incredible. Let's just quickly go through the motions though. So we're starting down here, and this is some kind of like cloning facility. We've got cells here as well, so it's a little bit slightly confusing about what actually this is. But that's kind of the point, because in this part of the story is still in development. We're still working on the PDAs. I say we, Dragoon is working on the PDAs, doing a fantastic job trying to get them working up to running. But this part of the story is basically you start on Golan Prime and you have no idea who you are or what you're doing here. So the first mission is to find out more about why you're there and who you are, basically. So it's a little bit of a mission that takes you through the city and around. Here's one of the switches that will be part of the PDA. That's where we started down there, and this is just one of the structures of many. Let me turn these things off so we can get rid of those. All right. So if we come through this door, and I'm just going to bypass all these loot containers and stuff, but all of these are accessible. So I went through them myself in creative mode and put 0 public access codes on all of them. We come out here and the rest of the city opens up. We've got a trade district over there, lots of traders in there, and this is basically the center of the city here. Have you ever seen anything like this in Empyrion? Be honest now in the comments, let me know, because when I first brought Galaxian City in, my jaw hit the ground. It really did. With the amount of experience of building that I have, and no doubt many of you guys do have as well, you could only imagine the amount of effort it would have taken to build something like this. And this, what we're seeing at the moment, isn't even half of this damn thing. Seriously, it goes down underground for several floors as well. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to go into God mode here, because I can. And we're going to take a little bird's eye of this city from the front of it, which is over here. That is Galaxian City there. And like I said, I apologize for my frames right now. We're down to 23. You can only imagine what machines lesser than mine would struggle with this. This is why I put the warning on the front. Now, one of the challenges you'll have if you're starting in Galaxian City is making your way actually out of the city. But take your time, explore, look around. This place is absolutely amazing. It's incredible the level of detail the creators put into this place. It is, yeah. Words didn't do it justice, but you know, when you're looking around and you find Chinatown and stuff like that, it's pretty special. So if you are starting here, take your time, have a look around, explore. I think the creators of this place deserve that much. But also for you as a player, you are going to find lots of treats and stuff around the city to loot as well. That's going to set you up nice and quickly in early game. Now, obviously, make sure that you get there ahead of everyone else and explore every corner, because no doubt there's a corner somewhere here that someone before you has missed. You know, so that is. I'm not going to go too deep into Galaxian City so that you guys can explore that yourselves if you want to start here. That is Galaxian City. So if we return ourselves back to the selection window, and this time we're going to select the Brotherhood of Fire. I'm actually going to change the difficulty from easy to normal on this one, because this is more akin to a normal game that you would start single player on your own maybe. This is a standard temperate planet, but this is part of the Brotherhood of Fire on Parthix. Let's check it out. So again, on Parthix, as the Brotherhood of Fire, we're going to start in a small enclosed room, which is slightly daunting. This place looks like somewhere we would have surgery done to us. It is not a good looking room. We've got spotlights over the tables. Some kind of shenanigans was going on here. Medical suite systems. Loading medical information. Okay, we've got lots of information. Awaiting morphine to leave memory loss side effects of recent something or other. Putting lab on lockdown. We'll have to fix that, I think. The recent ends there. AI lockdown activated. Access code required. So there's only one door in this room, and it requires a code. I don't see any other way out. This was designed by Dragoon. So again, another big thanks to that guy for this. This good. So we got our personal locker here, though. We can collect that, and something's just lit up there. Hey, Dave. God damn it, Dave. IT have been working my case again about passwords for lockdown when we leave the lab. I don't understand. It's not like most subjects can read, let alone walk out of here. But what the hell? I have had the lockdown code changed to 3115. See you tonight's poker game. Regards, Mike. Oh, Mike. Mike has greatly underestimated our ability to read and walk. There we go. So, a little bit of a spoiler there, but that is how you get out of the first room. I can't imagine how many probably questions I'll get from people about how do we get out of the first room. But there we go. So, we are in some kind of mysterious building here. I'm not going to explore it all because I'll let you guys do that. But let's see if we can get out of this place. It seems to go all the way down. The rest of these doors seem to open quite nicely. This is nice. Nice little sort of communal eaty foodie area. Oh, we've got a bunch of constructors and storage in here. Wonder if we can use these. Yeah, we certainly can. Fantastic. Right, what is this? Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, we've got lots of traders, weapon kits, boots, stew, tool shed, OYK Medical. These guys sell some stuff. Excellent, cool. And this, well, some of you might recognize this from one of the teaser trailers as well. This is the Temple of Far. Far, the esteemed leader of the Brotherhood of Far. Omnipotent, not really, kind of long-lived. But not necessarily omnipotent. This is the Temple of Far. This is a build of my own creation. Heavily influenced, as some of you have no doubt realized, by the Temple of Nod from Command & Conquer. It looks remarkably like the Temple of Nod from Command & Conquer. I can't deny there was definitely some heavy influencing going on from there. But that is where you start here on Parthix. You start in the temple. There's lore and background on who you are over on the website. And I'm being spat out by a horrible bug already, so I'm going to run away from that guy. But this is, like I said, this is basically akin to, very similar to what you would start with if you were starting a single player game. Obviously, it being a multiplayer server, you don't get the grace period, so you are going to get attacked by all sorts of little blighters like that. So you've got a pistol. I suggest you spend your time in the temple wisely to stock up on stuff before you head out, and this is why I think I'll change that difficulty from easy to normal. But if this is easy difficulty, or normal difficulty, sorry, imagine what hard difficulty is going to be like. So let's head over to one of the first PvP playfields and see what that's all about. Calitha 5 is Origin Black Star Empire. Is difficulty hard. PvP is the first one we're going to check out. Looks like a snow planet. Let's see what it's all about. Okay, so both the PvPs are going to be very similar. They are both going to start in a traditional escape pod. The premise of why you're in an escape pod for PvP is that you've just survived a battle up in space above the planet. And you and maybe some colleagues that you're spawning with at the time are the only survivors. And you are plummeting down onto this planet, this beautiful planet. This was actually designed by Static, and he's done a fantastic job on this. With the white and red haze as kind of snow. The moon, I can't see it right now, but the moon is called the Red Diamond as well, which is a really cool moon. Oh, it's over there, can't really tell, but yeah. Very cool looking place, but don't let the looks fool you. This place will kill you. So like I said, or like the description says at the beginning, this is a hard start. So you're going to want a survival tool straight away. You're going to want to equip your pistol and your chainsaw straight away, and you're going to start wanting to gather resources. Now we have been quite careful in the design here to make sure that these starter planets, PvP included, have the materials that you're going to need to survive. We can see that we've already picked up some plant fibers, we got some corn dogs, we got some natural stimulant here, some corn or grain, more corn dogs. So already, just in the first 5 feet, I should be able to create some energy bars, and if I keep on looting, bandages, eventually some vegetable juices, and so on and so forth. There should be all the materials around to produce antibiotic and antitoxic ointment as well. So if you do get bit or smacked about a bit by one of them golems over there, you can remedy the situation with these required. But some things you can't heal through, like drones. There's a plasma drone just over there, which is nice. So we have to go the other way. But this is it. All the starter planets are also size class 4. I forgot to mention that before. So they are big planets, but you know, we don't know how many people we're going to be expecting all at once. So I didn't want to create anything too small that you'd all be just sort of getting in each other's way, you know. So I stuck with 4. This golem is gonna give me some trouble. The good thing about having golems on the planet is they do drop some tasty resources. I'm just got to be careful, as there's an Utyug over there as well. So, like I said, this planet will kill you. So I would suggest only if you're only very comfortable with Empyrion that you choose these hard planets. But this is Calitha 5 for the Black Star Empire. Let's check out the other one. So the last PvP planet is Harryon III and is the origin clans of the Emerald Moon. Do check out the lore on the website, guys, if you're interested, because all these origins are explained and why they exist and what their purpose is all explained there. And like I said, one of the things that I'm trying to introduce, or we're trying to introduce with Shattered Realm, is a kind of a bit more story, a bit more role play within the normal game. Give a little bit more reason to everything and why you do everything. So this is difficulty hard, PvP. Harryon III is a deserted world with high temperatures and radiation. It is a desert world, but it doesn't look anything like that. So let's check it out. Yeah, here we go again, and in the escape pod. But as you'll instantly see, the color palette on this planet is slightly different, but it is very apt considering the origin and their color scheme. The Emerald Moon, very much fans of green, shall we say. The color palette wasn't this, or was more vibrant than this in its version 1. This planet was created by Jen. I think she did a fantastic job on it. It is a desert planet, but at the same time it's got snow and oases and lakes and seas. It's very good. It's very good. So let's crash down here and let's see what we got. We should find a very similar picture in theory to what's on Calitha 5, so they should be relatively equally balanced. We don't want one PvP origin faction getting an advantage over the other one. So we have the same equipment, a pistol and a chainsaw, and it looks like we've got plenty of fauna around as well, though just where I've landed is Oasis Edge. So if we head towards the Oasis some more, we should start finding more things like this. We've got some buds. Oh, that's plant protein now, is it? Okay, they changed that. We've got some rocks here, so let's get our survival tool on the go. Oh, we got some spiders already. This is why you need to have your chainsaw ready from the moment you get out of that escape pod, because these little buggers, they ain't going to give you much time to rest. Alright. Well, he didn't give me any diseases or anything, so that's a bonus. Yeah, we've got all the rocks resources we need. There's a cobalt and there's an iron back there. Some alien honey. And these oases, they don't really look like they should be here on a desert planet, should they? We've got these funky little dinosaurs here as well. Oviraptors. They're quite friendly. Spice. Yeah. Again, you should find everything that you need. I've landed quite luckily. I've landed around this oasis, and this seems to be quite a big oasis, but the rest of the planet, I don't want to reveal it because I don't want to spoil anything, but the rest of the planet, is very much deserty and stuff like that. But if you are starting here and you can see an oasis as you're descending towards the planet, I strongly recommend heading towards it, because it's going to have all the different plants and stuff you're going to need to survive. And it's got some rocks here as well. So we've got some blue bulbs over there with more alien honey, so on and so forth. There's some mushrooms here to help you make radiation pills. We should be able to build everything. Herbal leaves, there's some pixie aloe around that will help us make that. An alien tooth and herbal leaves. You just have to kill some aliens and find some aloe, and you'll be good with that. So yeah, again, you should be able to make everything you need to survive on this planet. So that is all of the starter planets here on Shattered Realm. So it's difficult because I want to tell you guys so much about it, but at the same time I don't want to spoil anything. So I am going to leave it there as far as reveals go. There is a lot more playfields available outside of our little explored corner here. We can see that we can go to Shotoku or Jakuta. Yeah, there's a lot more out there than what you can see. I don't want to reveal anything, I don't want to spoil anything, so if you do want to see what we've set up, what we've created, head over to shatteredrealm.engine.com and check out the lore, check out the server rules, and if you're still interested in joining, head over to the Discord, which is on the website as well, and we'll be happy to welcome you onto the server. But anyway, that is Shattered Realm, the start of Shattered Realm anyway, and I'm sure I will be coming out with more videos as the server goes live and as we start running events and things like that on there. For those of you that are hoping for a multiplayer let's play, however, I am going to have to disappoint you, because I am an admin on Shattered Realm. We've made a rule for admins that they cannot partake in PvP, at least in the normal multiplayer scene. So that does mean I won't be able to bring you a traditional multiplayer let's play like I have done before, but I will be bringing you episodes of Shattered Realm because we will be running events as admins, so there'll still be plenty of action, don't worry. Anyway, that is Shattered Realm. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you on the server on Friday or later on in the week sometime. Whenever you can join, it would be great to have you. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.